September 9th, 2014. It is This Week in Pleasant Hope FFA. Live from the Pirate Studios, here are your anchors, Leanne Struckman and Stephen Kohler.
Welcome to This Week in Pleasant Hope FFA, a new project of ag journalism bringing you the latest worldwide and small-town agriculture news. I'm Stephen Kohler, and this is my much lesser co-anchor, Leanne Struckman.
Thanks, Stephen. This week we will be highlighting our ag teacher, Mr. Brown, and Student Spotlight Addison Hellerberg, along with upcoming events in our chapter in World Agriculture Headlines. For a look at what's in store for September, here's our news associate, Hannah Harbour.
The Pleasant Hope FFA chapter will be starting off the 2014-2015 year with a number of activities. The Community Livestock Show will kick off with the Hog Show on September 11th. Weigh-in for the market hogs will start at 4 and the show will begin promptly at 6. On September 13th, the day kicks off at 7:30 in the morning with the annual 5K run in Pleasant Hope, starting and ending at the high school. Then at 9 a.m., there will be a barbecue contest for anyone who loves to cook ribs. The barbecue contest will cost $25 to enter and will pay a jackpot prize to first and second and third. At 10:30, there will be a beef show held in the arena behind the bus barn. Family and Consumer Sciences will have a show in the Ag Building beginning at 11 a.m. And the Dairy Show will begin in the bus barn at 12:30. The community show activities will conclude at 5 p.m. with the annual Family Fun Night. Turtle races, bike races, and a super farmer contest are just some of the excitement that will go on that evening. Fruit sales are the main fundraiser for National Convention, which is just around the corner in Louisville, Kentucky. For a preview of National Convention, we will turn to this week's Pleasant Hope FFA correspondent, Kinsey Doherty.
One of the highlights of our year is going to the National FFA Convention each fall. This October, our chapter will travel with Skyline and Fair Grove to Louisville, Kentucky for the 87th Annual Convention. We go to many interesting places, including a tour of the Corvette factory in Bowling Green.
We drove here to the Bowling Green, Kentucky plant, and we were excited because this is a lifelong dream for people that have grown up with Corvettes in their household. My father had one, my brothers always had one, and now I have one.
I love Corvettes, and I've never seen that many Corvettes in my life at one time, so it was great. It was a great tour.
Well, there's a couple different ways that we have tours. We are open to the public, so we have people that just pay $7 a tour and come in and tour the plant, and we get roughly 50,000 people like that a year, so pretty significant. But then in addition to that, we have the people that actually buy Corvettes. They get an opportunity to come in, watch their Corvette be built, watch the parts go on the vehicle, talk to the operators, just be part of the process. And again, that's one of the unique things about being in this facility is you really get tight with your customer.
Be on the lookout for more information regarding this topic. Leanne?
The Environmental Protection Agency is known for protecting our natural resources. However, they have recently introduced a bill that may threaten Missouri's farming practices with House Resolution 5078. EPA officials have stated that the proposal is needed to clear up the confusion about agency's jurisdiction over bodies of water. They claim the regulations will not interfere with Missouri farming, but many farmers are skeptical. These farmers fear that they will have to obtain permits for basic activities vital to the success of a farm, such as plowing or installing minor drainage.
You might have noticed a new face around the ag department this year. Jared Brown will be serving as our new agriculture teacher and FFA advisor. Mr. Brown grew up here in Pleasant Hope and graduated from the high school in 2001. He has previously taught at Greenfield, Halfway, Marshfield, and currently now here in Pleasant Hope. This year, Mr. Brown is teaching Ag Science 1, Advanced Livestock, Horticulture, Ag Leadership, and Ag Structures.
Well, I get up every morning at 4 and I milk till 6:30, and then we milk about 90 cows, and so I get most of them milked in the morning. My dad and my brother are also a part of that, and so after that I go to school and do everything I need to do at school, and then if I get to go home right after school, then I milk them again and get in about 7. But we grow all our own hay, and we buy most of our grain, and we milk all Holsteins. To have a lot of active students in all my classes as far as being a part of the FFA, making stuff in shop, and being on contest. Well, it was the NASCAR weekly racing series, and so it was pretty awesome. I did that for 8 years. I would definitely get back in a race car if I could, but I don't have one anymore. But it was pretty awesome just to take a car to the edge of wrecking in every lap.
Pleasant Hope FFA boasts 97 members that represent very diverse backgrounds, from freshmen to seniors and placement SIEs to ownership projects. Our members live the FFA mission of premier leadership, personal growth, and career success. Today, we'll be highlighting junior Addison Hillenberg in this week's FFA Member Spotlight. Addison is currently serving as our chapter's parliamentarian. She is involved in student council, softball, and band. The main focus of Addison's SAE is helping her parents with their milk hauling company. Ensuring local milk is fresh and wholesome is one of her main priorities.
The life of a milk hauler involves lots of hours and lots of miles. That's exactly what Addison Hillenberg has learned helping her parents with their business for the past 2 years. Addison assists in hooking up the hoses from the milk tank to the truck and in keeping equipment sanitary. Keeping accurate records allows her to keep track of loads of milk and keeps her SAE project trucking.
Stay tuned for more highlights from local FFA members. Stephen?
An ancient plague born on another continent has made its way to our country and is affecting our way of life. 2 people have been diagnosed at this time with the seemingly uncurable disease, Ebola. The patients, being Nancy Wrightbull and Dr. Kent Brantley, are both to be treated at Emory University in Atlanta, Georgia. Emory has specially designed section provided for very contagious and rare diseases with extreme clinical isolation. If Ebola was to escape from the 2 patients and be released into the public, then it may turn to affect not only humans but possibly crops as well. The amount of information America has on this disease is very limited. However, scientists are calling this the worst outbreak of Ebola the world has yet seen. Several countries in Africa have closed their borders in order to help slow the disease from spreading, and even flight attendants are required to wear hazmat suits.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning into our premiere broadcast of This Week in Pleasant Hope FFA. Next week, we will feature Aaron Aberdan in our student spotlight, and we'll travel to Bolivar to meet a local farmer, Gerald Wilson.
Until next time, I'm Leanne Struckman.
And I'm Stephen Kohler.
And there's something for your brain to chew on.